Hey, y'all, we are back, and I have an incredible opportunity for an entrepreneur to obtain potentially $100,000 as a grant. And as you all know, grants you never have to pay back. A couple of things. If you get any value of this video from the beginning, the middle, the end, if you can like the video, if you can subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you have questions, or just let me know if there's other information you would like to be interested in, and then share this video, because even if you're not eligible for the grant, there might be somebody out there that is interested in this grant, and it could be an opportunity for them as well. Also, I have started a Patreon, and I'm going to put that link inside of the comments as well as in the description. There currently are a few members that have signed up. I decided that the first few members, the inaugural Patreons, as I'm calling them, I'm going to charge only $10 a month. What's included is that I get so many grants per week, and I just don't have the opportunity to seriously do a walkthrough of every grant that I get. And then some of them have so short turnaround times that it's also harder for me to then put the video up and give people enough time to prepare for the video, not necessarily the video, prepare for the grants, to prepare for the grant, and then also apply for that grant in the time constraints that are listed. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of the state specific grants, posting those inside of the Patreon, but you're going to have to connect your Discord. So there's a private Discord that's attached to the Patreon. I also put a video inside of the Patreon for members to show you how to connect your Discord. And then I'm going to be able to categorize them instead of me just posting a bunch of grants. It's currently sectioned off where is state specific is one category, nonprofit grants is one category, and then there's just like a general space where we can have conversations and text with each other. So again, look in a look in the description box, and then also look in the comments for the link to the Patreon. And as I said, $10 a month, which is fairly inexpensive to get access to grants, and it prevents you having to wait for the one grant that I'm going to walk through if I do additional ones. Now, this grant, I will say it's a good grant, but it's going to be highly competitive. There will only be one winner selected. The grant opened on March the 1st. The deadline to apply is April the 15th. So you have plenty of time to get your stuff together for this grant. And the application takes maybe 2 minutes. It's going to be the pre-work that you're going to have to do to prepare to include in the grant. One of the requirements is that you need to do a 2-minute video. And they say it cannot be more than 2 minutes. Also, only the entrant can be inside of that video. So you can't, go into your community and have a bunch of community individuals in the background. You cannot have anybody that's not a part of that team inside of that video. So whoever is applying, if they're a part owner of the business, then I believe that they can be inside of the video. But in the terms, it says specifically only the entrant can be inside of the video. In the video, there's 4 questions that they want you to answer in 1 to 2 minutes. So you really have to be brief. As I said, in a lot of these grants that I've done, they're not wanting to have these super long, substantive, like memoirs about your business. They kind of want to have that elevator pitch. And again, as I said in the other videos, at this point, as business owners, I would say that is going to be key to a successful business, is making sure that you have these elevator pitches, and that then you're able to then be able to apply for these grants more easily. The first question, you're going to introduce yourself, who you are, also introducing your business, right? Second is going to be, what do you do? So talking about your business, and then how you operate your business. So what do you do in that business that you're asking for this $100,000 grant? How you got started. So how did you come up with this brainchild of an idea for your business? And it could be Remember, only 2 minutes though. It could be tied back to your childhood, or it could be tied back to your education, or it could just be tied back to a problem that you noticed. And now you're deciding that I started this business to solve a problem. And that's mainly what they look for. A lot of these larger grants is what problem are you solving? And then how does the community benefit? And then also what impact does your business have? It can't just be, you're selling clothes, right? I feel like something like that is not going to be as impactful and have a strong story behind it unless you are, and I saw this on Shark Tank, right? There was this gentleman, he is, I think 5 foot tall or 5'2". And one of the problems that he solved was most button-ups are made for taller men. So unless he tucked his shirt in, he could rarely wear his shirt out of his jeans. And I'm short. I'm 5'2", no, 5'3". 5'3", I think, but I'm short, right? But I'm average for a woman. But for a man that's 5'2" or 5'1", I'm not thinking about the fact that, oh, he wants to wear his shirt outside of his jeans. That individual did end up getting, he got an investment from one of the sharks, but things like that where, yes, it's clothes, but it's solving a problem that millions of men was facing just to put on a button-up shirt. Now, there's 3 other things you need to have. You need to have a business plan. And there is a sample business plan inside of my group, which is always linked in the description. You also have to have your business registration, meaning that you need to be incorporated through whatever state you're operating out of. You can be an LLC, you can be a corporation. I'm just going to say this, there is no legal entity that is an S Corp. I still see this floating around. S Corp is a tax designation. So you will need to have those documents, but then in addition to that, you're going to need an investment plan to show them how you plan to use that money. So you can't really just say, I'm going to use this money to increase staff. You can't just say that in the video. You have to show them dollar for dollar, probably down to the cents, how you plan to use this $100,000. I did see an investment plan. I'm going to go back through it again just to understand it a little bit more to make sure that it's something that I want to post in the group, because there were a lot of holes in it that I saw originally. If I deem that it's good enough, meaning just to give you an idea of the things that you should be thinking about, I do plan to post that inside of the group as well. Other important dates. So it opened on March 1st. April the 15th is when you have to submit your video, business plan, business registration, and your investment plan. June 1st through June 30th is going to be public voting. And around May the 15th, they are going to attempt to email the top 3 finalists. Now, this is important. Make sure that you are using an email account that you check religiously, regularly, all the time. Do not use an email account that maybe once a week you check, once a month you check, or you forget to check, because when they say attempt to notify, it didn't say, or maybe I overlooked it, but I didn't see them say how long you have to respond to them once they email you to say, hey, you're a finalist. So be mindful that they are only going to email the finalists. Then there's going to be a public vote for the top 3, and I'm assuming it's going to be on the website. That part I'm not for certain about, how they're going to do the public vote. And then the top person out of that 3 is going to win $100,000. And also, this is targeted to Black women only. So if you identify as a Black woman, you are eligible to apply for this grant. And as I always do with these videos, we are going to share my screen. And then from there, we'll walk through this pretty simple application. Now, I don't know why this one has popped up, so let me stop sharing my screen and try it one more time. And it doesn't look like it's going to let me share it. So I am going to just type it into the window and then go from there. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. It took a while. I hope you're still here with me. This grant is from Essence plus Pine-Sol. So they have decided to work together to offer $100,000 for your business. And then also, I forgot to mention, you get a 6-month mentorship with this as well. So that's something I personally think the mentorships are more valuable than the dollars, because I can get the money, but not really know how to invest that money and how to make sure that that money is a benefit to my business. And then I take the $100,000 and I'm out of it within a month. So that's also something that I think is amazing, right? And here we go. The same things that we've already discussed. You're going to have a 1 to 2 minute video introducing yourself. What do you do, why you got started, and what the $100,000 would mean to you and your business. Your business plan, registration, investment plan for the money. And then you fill out the application. The website is going to be, just go to essence.com, and it's going to be a link to build your legacy. And then from there, you'll be able to apply for this one. As I said, the deadline is April the 15th. When you click on apply now, this is literally the application. As I was saying, it's going to take you seconds to complete this, but you're going to have to do a lot of work in order to be able to get to this step. Your name, email address, phone number, zip code, your birthday. And then here you're going to upload the different files, your business registration, your business plan, and then upload your investment plan for the $100,000. And then here, making sure you have read and agreed to the rules. And then also the terms of use and the privacy policy. And then if you would like to receive more information from Pine-Sol. As I've said before, I always select yes, that I want to receive more information, because even if Pine-Sol is probably going to give me some marketing about their brand, there might be an opportunity of a grant or somebody else that they're partnering with that I don't know about. And me being on their email list is going to be a benefit to me. I will say any email list that I'm on, I have a specific account for that. That way I'm not losing important information. So I have one account for, okay, I need to check this every day. It's going to be important information coming in here. And then I have my account where I'm on almost everybody's email list, and I can thumb through the information that I want to look at or things that are not as important in that account. So, I mean, that's pretty much that application. Unless there are any questions, I'm actually gonna check and make sure before I log out. I'm gonna try to upload another video as well today. That is my plan. So let's see. You all are quite welcome for the information. And like I said, I am going to be working on additional grants as well. And I highly recommend the Patreon. Like I said, I was just trying to figure out how can I get this information out, but then not miss the deadlines or rush the information, because I really like to take my time to understand the grant, read the terms, read all of that before I do a video. And that takes a little bit of pre-work for myself as well. So like I said, if you got anything of value, if you can like the video, if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, leave me a comment. I definitely respond to all of my comments right now. And then check out the Patreon. But if that is all, you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.